Welcome.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
What's up,
love it.
everybody? It's the Mythic Squad. We got the Beeve hiding. He's wearing camouflage. I don't know if you can all see him. We got Wiggly. Mosh is in the house. The legend himself, Kristian Peter. Samichpunch is in the house. Lucky
Holding
to
it
join
down
us.
down there. What's up,
And
Sam?
Grady. I'm not sure where that echo's coming from. Damn.
It must be the beef. It's got to be the beef.
Nah, he's on mute. Holy hell. Well, welcome everybody. Hope you like that background music.
Interesting.
Oh, I still hear it.
That's like a weird echo or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boop.
I hear it.
I'm going to mute mine.
It's you, Starbuck.
It's you. It was you. It was Starbuck. Man. I love you guys. So we were just saying before the show started, I was trying to buy it like right when it went to 4 o'clock yesterday. Goes to, or whatever it was, 5 o'clock my time, whenever it was. And I'm trying to buy it, and I thought I got it. I thought it was going through. Buying some Jade for like, I don't know. It was, I think like 16, 17 cents. Then it fails. So then real quick, I buy it and it goes through, probably went through for like 22 cents. Then I also had some Jewel that I was going to, sell. So I had some Clayton and some Jewel. Well, it fails. And then I do it again. And as soon as I do it, I realize, I think I bought some of that Jade for like 60, 65 cents. We're still like in the first minute or two. And I was like, the one time I was wanting the transaction to not go through, of course it went through.
Of course.
And so Samichpunch had some good advice on that. I like it.
Yeah.
And he's muted.
Shoot, I said, yeah, man. You only had like 3 minutes to screw that up, and you managed to buy the top. It sounds like.
Buy at the top and sell at the bottom. Yep.
Yeah, you know it, baby. That's how we do it. Mindlessly irresponsible with our money here. We don't even care. We just, hey, we want that Jade. We get it. We know it's gonna pump and then dump. We don't even care. We're jumping in. We're getting those 1,000,000% APRs, baby.
Great.
Yeah, I was telling these guys, you gotta set that slippage. You gotta set that
Starbuck,
slippage.
I'm jealous of your trip to Wisdom Studios.
Oh,
Starbuck.
Starbuck, you're muted now.
because Starbuck was the problem. Yes. So Samichpunch is saying you got to set it all up front. You got to set your slippage right. You got to prove all the tokens.
Can anyone hear? It's me.
I'll message him. Starbuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Let's continue.
You gotta. There's like a couple pro tips, right? You gotta go into the decks. You gotta set your slippage to 49.99%, or you can hit like an expert mode, which will just disregard slippage, I think, entirely. Which super dangerous, right? Because you might buy at like 60% slippage, and then the key too is then right after you buy that Jade or whatever the token is, you immediately do like a swap transaction. So you're gonna sell and approve access to Jade. So that when it is time, because that 5 seconds it takes to approve the Jade, like you might, like the price could be completely cratered. And so, a lot of like business. Heartburn having to learn those lessons the hard way.
Yeah. And then I figured it would pump today as the people realize the APRs are so much better in the Jade pools because no one's wanting to get in there, right? So if you did get in there, because then I bought more, at like 24 cents today and stuff when it kind of dipped back down. And it's like you might want to jump out like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or like in the middle of the night where you're sleeping and not go to bed. It's so stressful. I couldn't make myself do it. Like I kind of want to see where everything goes.
You're probably better off. Just not
I might jump in like to Crystal and write it back up. I feel like Crystal's going to recover some too.
Oh, for
Well,
sure. I knew it was going to go down.
Yeah, we knew it was. I thought it would have already had gone down. So I was like thinking it would go down to like 14 cents like last week. And I was surprised that it didn't. It was, I
the
was
DGen
wondering if it's
summoning.
finding a bottom around 17. But this is DeFi Kingdoms, babe. We always wait till the after the fact. And then it's like you would think that it was a little bit more front run, the sale of crystal and everything, but
So who here won Gen Zeros? And have you guys all opened them?
Yeah, what'd you get, Grady?
I got a Legionnaire and subclass Legionnaire.
Oh,
Nothing else, no other Legionnaires in any of the recessives. And as a minor,
nice.
Well, there you go.
Nice. Was it a legendary, mythic?
rare, just a rare.
Just
Cool.
rare
The
still.
rare. That's all right though.
Still.
But Samichpunch got a Lego. I'm gonna watch that stream.
No,
No. I think he got a rare too, Sammy.
Yeah, I
Samichpunch-
got a rare Legionnaire. Yep.
Two Honest got a legendary Legionnaire.
it was
Tosh
almost
did.
pure though. Sandwiches was almost.
Yeah,
pure.
it was almost
Yeah.
like across the board pure. So D, R2, and R3 are Legionnaire, but
Yeah.
R1 missed it.
Ooh,
That's
pure.
cool though. That's big.
That's really
Yeah.
neat though.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, it was good to hear that Tosh was back in the house, baby.
Yeah.
I missed that, but I can't wait to watch it. The Inner Grove later on tonight, baby.
Yeah, man, check it out. Sorry, guys, I like have this weird zone where like if I move back 1 foot, my camera goes completely out of focus. I'm like trying to like get it back into focus here. Like, I
It's
think I
like-
need to, like,
We're all
That's-
killing it.
That's like
oh.
Rock in Miami because his camera kept doing it to him.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
all of
just another Thursday Mythic Squad. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
If
Did
there isn't
anybody
any
catch-
technical
baby.
problems, it's not the Mythic Squad.
Yeah, did anybody catch the beef on Rock's Miami stream?
God, yeah.
On the couch.
I was 100% zombie. Traveled for like 16 hours just to get here, and it was
was
just
pretty
like we're
funny.
live streaming everything. I was like, whatever, football's on, man. Let's do it. You know?
Yeah.
So
Starbuck,
Yeah.
do you want to? When do you want to do your Gen
Oh,
Zero?
we'll finish.
man?
We'll finish with that.
Okay. Do you guys
Yeah.
want to like do any summons while we're talking here, or do any egg hatching or anything like that? Anybody got anything?
Yeah, I got some shit, but not in a
I'm
rush.
curious. We talked. I'm curious what you guys all think. We talked about this on my stream just barely, but so I won my Gen Zero from the summoning event, and I'm curious. Are you guys gonna like throw your hat in the ring with that? And are you just, if so, are you going to summon now, or are you waiting? Because right now it's like nearly 4x the cost.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wait-
I'm holding.
wait
To
2
summon in
weeks at
Cyrano.
least, because what it goes for a month or what? Is it a month?
Yeah,
or
I think
over
it's a
month?
month from like yesterday.
I won mine from
I'll watch
C-Jewel.
Jade.
Or no,
and
S
see what's
Jewel.
up.
So I had like of the people that won, I was tied for 5th from the bottom of chances to win, and I still
Yeah.
won.
Yeah,
And I called it, too.
congratulations. It was beautiful. Like,
When we all had the high summoning chances and both
Killing me.
seeing and summoning, none of us won. And then Starbuck comes through with his modest sea jewel bag and
Yeah.
gets one.
yeah, for the
I'm
Killing
pretty
me.
excited, for sure.
I love
Um,
it. That's like Shane. Shane got one, and he did like 6 dark summons, and he won a Gen Zero in the dark summoning Gen Zero
Yes.
raffle. And his stinking Gen Zero is a legendary scholar.
Yep.
It's got a Legionnaire in R1. It's got foraging, so that's good for the spell book, right? Eventually. I don't know, man. It's a nice card. It's a real nice card.
Yeah, and I think Zabu didn't Zabu. So Zabu had 4 tickets in his dark summoning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no,
he won.
he did.
I
Yeah.
think he got a mythic.
No, he got a rare. He got a rare.
Oh, he did. He did. Okay.
But
Yeah, he said it was a proper potato maker, so it was fitting. So
you guys know
Yeah.
DFK summoning things or summoning things DFK.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know so many things.
He's said that he had done over 500 summons, like regular summons, throughout his time playing DeFi Kingdoms, never hit a mythic, won a Gen 0, and got a mythic scholar. So that
Yeah,
was pretty
baby.
cool.
There you go.
His
That's
very
freaking
first
awesome.
That's
mythic
why I
was a
was
Gen
thinking
0.
mythic.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was,
before we get into our summons and stuff, let's introduce people. So, like I said, we got Grady on, and we got Samichpunch, we got Kristian Peter. Why don't we start off with you, Kristian? Why'd you get into the game, and how, what are you bullish about in it?
yeah, definitely. I first was introduced to DFK back in September of last year. I think it was Taiki Maeda who basically did a video on it, and then I watched Drake on Digital do a couple, and I kept looking at this game and going like, this is garbage. The graphics are horrible. It's a rug pull. I didn't even know anything about Harmony. I was like, I don't want to bridge funds to Harmony. I just don't want to deal with it. Then finally in October, I was like, okay, I'm going to send over $1,000. And I got into the Jewel UST pool, and it was like at 1,600%. And I was like, okay, I'll put it in here for a month, see how it does. And lo and behold, it went up. And not only did it go up, but the token went from, I think, $3.40 from when I bought it to about $6 in about that month as well. So I doubled on that. And then I got hooked. And then I saw Tosh, and then he did that live summoning where he did the Paladin and the Dark Knight, and he summoned a rare Dragoon, and he's like, this is a $40,000 rare Dragoon. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. Next day I went out and I bought a Dragoon. I mean, I bought a Dark Knight and I bought a Paladin. And at that point, I think the Dark Knight and the Paladin cost me about $450 or $500 each. And I think one was a Gen 4. So I was just like, I had no idea what I was doing, but I just threw them together and I ended up summoning like a monk. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's not as easy as I thought. But at that point going forward, I was in the wishing well, and I was getting tiers. And at that point, tiers were like $4 a piece. And I was like, okay,
Wow.
cool. I can make my money back here. I always got to get like 100 tiers. And, it just went through the entire ups and downs of the game. I'm a big fan of Samichpunches. I always read the overall articles after every AMA, and
thank you.
Got introduced into the DFK ecosystem, and the community has been amazing. I mean, it's just been so much fun to interact with people and to kind of see the ebbs and flows of everything. But it was great meeting Grady, meeting you guys in Miami, hanging out, getting a chance to chat with Dreamer and Sun Bear and Beetle Dude and everybody there. That was so cool. And I'm super stoked because obviously now on Clayton, the DFK team has a runway, which Dreamer said is about 3 years. So we're good for the bear market. We can all breathe a sigh of relief that we didn't crash and burn when the Harmony hack happened. And now it's just a matter of accumulating Jewel, accumulating those great heroes and waiting for the next step in the game, guys, which is going to be awesome. Wisdom should have the alpha out here, hopefully in the first quarter, and we'll be able to start playing and have some fun. And by the way, I love the Intergrove podcast too. Love watching, Samich and Baby and Bloater, have at it for the entire hour, 2 hours, however long they go. That's always fun to watch. So anyway, guys, you've probably seen my videos. I love giving away things to the DFK community. Pieface was kind enough to give us a bunch of hats and a bunch of bloaters and stickers and all kinds of stuff. So going to be sending some of that stuff out to people for the holidays. And yeah, it's great. It's great to be with you guys. And it's fun. It's going to be a fun journey for the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
Send me a bloater. Send me a bloater.
I had to buy mine. Yeah, I had to buy mine just today, but it was for the cause. That's how I'm going to win my next Gen 0.
You heard it here first.
So, all right, Samich, what's up? Thank you for putting out your AMA recaps. It saved the day. I can't even tell you how many times, especially if they forget to put out the recording. It's like a saving grace. Every single morning while my kid's eating cereal.
Yeah, I rely on them.
Even,
I rely on them. So thank you, Samich.
Right. Even if I've watched it, I'll still read your recap because there's always something I miss.
Well, I don't always get it the first time, so I'm glad I have a place to go and read it multiple times. So thanks, bud.
Good, guys. I'm glad you like it.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Yeah, so I was in DFK when it launched. I happened to stumble upon it. I was playing actually Dota with Baby Punch. It was like 2 a.m, and it was in between games. I was browsing the Harmony 1 subreddit, and someone was like 800,000% APRs in this GameFi game. And I was like super, like, I was searching for GameFi at the time because My father-in-law had a coworker who's like, my son just quit his job as a dentist because he makes so much money playing this game called Axie Infinity. And I was like, that's crazy. And so I was like, searching for games. There just wasn't really anything. And so I saw that on Harmony One, and I jumped into it, and it's been a wild ride ever since. Seeing tiers be $26.
Yeah.
Some of you guys,
Wow.
unless you were there in the early days, probably don't remember that. Tiers hit $26. Schvoss runes at one point were $20. It was just,
Yeah.
it's been a wild ride. I bought the lows and I bought at $22, like a significant amount. So it's been a roller coaster.
$1,600 summons at $22.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was
Oh.
justifying that shit too. So
Holy
Yep.
smokes.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
You know, it went from like, my wife and I, we live in a mountain area. We'd like drive through the mountains, be like, oh, maybe we'll buy a cabin one day with like our DFK earnings, and to like, man, I really wish I hadn't bought that bag of locked jewel for $40,000, right?
Oh, man.
When it was $1 per locked jewel.
oh
So,
brother. Yeah,
Oh.
I feel you.
Didn't you
and-
lose a bunch in Luna also, Sandwich?
yeah, so like being in on day one, like my gains were like meteoric, and I lost so much. Like UST, I think I had a significant amount in Luna, and then I didn't bridge out fast enough. I lost a lot of money on the Harmony bridge hack. It's just, and it's frustrating because it was like I had them in stables, right? I thought I was doing like the safe play, and just lessons learned.
Yeah, that,
On to the
enough
next.
time here, it'll do it to you. Sorry you had to deal with that though, man.
Oh no, it's fine.
Grady too.
Yeah, man, that was brutal.
Yeah.
I was a huge Luna bull for a long time. I bought it less than $1, and it was heavily in the entire ecosystem, but especially, of course, in Anchor. And I got wrecked in Thetan Arena. Then I got wrecked I probably lost a good 50 grand in that or more. And then the Phantom ecosystem, when Andre Cronje left, really got wrecked.
Yeah, I did.
And they had a stablecoin DPEG as well that I was pretty heavily in. And then Luna. And actually, right before Luna was the DFK FUD. And I had a lot in those pools. I had just put quite a bit in those pools when Jewel, was at $10, and then Jewel goes to $1. And so just that alone really smashed me 6 figures. And then Luna happened. Then everything else crashed. Then I had a bunch in Voyager. Then the bridge hack. It's just been,
Jeez.
thank God I got out of.
Tis crypto.
Remember, Grady is not giving financial advice, and you shouldn't take it.
Amazing financial advice where you can lose all your money in crypto right here, baby. Take it from your one and only expert.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can learn a lot.
Yes.
This
So,
space
Grady,
is
how'd you get into the game?
not forgiving.
Me?
Yeah.
I love it. He mentioned Drake on Digital was maybe one of the first where I heard from it. And I had been following Drake forever and just watched his channel grow and grow and grow. And he was such a goofball at first. Like if you watched him, if you think he's crazy now, like years ago, it was just like, what the heck? But he's got a good heart. He's like, and he looks out for your best interest. Like he's one of the few YouTubers you can trust. And then, so that was interesting, and then when I started looking into, and I heard I'm George was talking about it, and Hustle with Crypto Banter. And then I started watching the Brown Gent and Kristian Peter, baby. And guys like Climb Crypto and those guys got me into it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
These knuckleheads in the purple, well, this one right here in the middle, Beeve got me in. I honestly, I was like Christian. I was watching others play with real money and as like a fly on the wall for quite a while, a few months before I jumped in. I just was new to DeFi in general, and the idea of GameFi, I just didn't know much about it. So I wanted to see other people play with their money. And then I missed the APRs on the original Harmony Serendale. and aped into Heroes, and then Mr. Zippers, who really got me hooked on DeFi Kingdoms because he peeled back all the layers of the genealogy.
Yeah.
I geeked out on that stuff. I kind of wish I would have found it a few months later because the summons were pretty spendy when I jumped in. I think I jumped in at like $3 or something like that, and then rode it all the way up and all the way down. But it's just they keep producing even in a bear market, and it's an engaging game, and the community's awesome. I don't think I've been around a better community, bear or bull, than DeFi Kingdoms. I know people have different tolerance for all this because they've all had different journeys in this game, and but it's good to get a whole bunch of people from different starts and getting them to chat and just move the game forward with the developers. I think that's the best part.
Yeah,
definitely.
I aped in at the last second to NFTs. I got into crypto in like 2018 and bought some good tokens and made some good money on it for a little bit. But Wiggly, Iron Belly, we were like, the NFT craze was crazy on Twitter, all that. I was like, I want to participate, or at least say I did, right? So we picked two projects. One was Crystal Kingdoms, total rug and dead, and the other one was the other one was DeFi Kingdoms, and they both could have been rugs because we just literally aped in. It took like all three of our wallets to like transfer the right funds to buy to get in.
Dude, it took bro.
And then
We were new to DeFi.
I nagged Mosh because he was always talking Harmony forever, and I knew he had a big old bag of Harmony. I was like, if you don't want to play, just send me some of your Harmony, bro. We could do this.
Yeah.
But he got into the NFTs because he missed the APRs a little bit, and it was like an experiment for me, so I didn't really ape in hard. I just participated.
Fun.
And now I have
Iron Belly showed up,
200
showed us a couple of
NFTs.
projects, and I just started throwing money at all the projects, and Iron Belly's like, wait, dude, I haven't, like, because he hadn't started investing yet, and he's like, wait, dude, like, I'm just telling you about it, like, he's like, and then so I just started throwing money at it, and then so Iron Belly's like, shoot, I cannot like throw money at it if you're gonna throw money at it, because then I feel responsible if you lose. And then the Beeves was like, wait, what? You guys are all throwing money at these things? And so literally the first day, man, it was just like a shit show rodeo, and we just started playing, man. And
3 blind mice got Mythic Squad into it worked out though. We love it. Starbuck was the latest to the party, but he's killing it.
I watched Inner Grove podcast back in the day, and Samichpunch was my go-to guy back in the day too.
Yep.
And
he was another one.
Grady was a newer follow for me, but I love Grady. He's family. He's awesome. And now he knows all about the genes, so watch out.
Right. Let's do
He's literally seen Mosh naked, so
nobody
knows
that. But yeah, there was not a lot of privacy in the Airbnb. Okay, I was getting ready for the morning.
Didn't Rock live stream that? Yeah,
getting ready for the morning.
First time we met in person was
Grady was all like, "Oh yeah, baby,
yep. Can't unsee that. Want to drag eyes out."
Do you guys want to maybe do some summons or some hatches real quick here and see if we can get some fun
mix
stuff
it up a little bit?
Go ahead.
Mix it up.
Yeah, who wants that?
Hey, and a couple while you guys are getting your summons and stuff ready. A couple notes. Okay, so first of all, it's a basic dex going right now on Clayton. They're working on making it into an automated market maker. So what that means is you can't buy like USDT with Avalanche or with Ethereum or Bitcoin. Like it just won't. You don't want to do that. The slippage is nuts. And so that's in. But Bolin said they're working on where it can actually route its way through and become an automated market maker. Also going to be something you want to be careful with on the items. Also, as far as the bridging, okay, I don't know if it's changed. I haven't checked over the last couple hours, but it was like Jewel was $1. I mean, over a penny cheaper on the Clayton chain as it was on the DFK chain, at least a penny. So maybe a penny and a half. So what people are doing is they're overpaying for the jewel, sending it over and selling the jewel for less than what they paid for it. And if you want to buy some of those other coins. So some of the other solutions I tried sending, like from Binance.us, I tried sending over just USDT to Ethereum and bridging in the USDT, but that's not working very well. I mean, it's still hung up with Synapse.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do, but maybe it'll get there, and I'm not even sure if it's the right USDT.
Yeah, you don't want to use Synapse.
Yeah.
You need
Definitely
to use
don't use
the
Synapse.
Orbit chain. Use the Orbit chain bridge. I made the mistake of using Synapse, and you get like a wrapped USDT, which essentially has like almost zero liquidity in the Clayton ecosystem. Like everybody uses the Orbit chain USDT. So
Okay.
make sure you don't use Synapse when bridging your USDT. There's also little USDC liquidity as well. So
Right. So what is that, a bridge called Orbit?
So yeah, it's in the DFK announcements. There's a chain called Orbit Chain, and I think its function is really just like help bridge things.
How did I miss that?
Gotta read the words, dude.
It was yeah. So that's how I got my money over there. It's like I had my clay ready to buy Jade. I had bridged it. I bridged over USDT through the Orbit Chain, but it's complicated because all my friends were bridging Ethereum and USDC from Synapse to Clayton. Like they'd be like, oh well, I can't do DFK chain to Clayton on Synapse, so they bridge from DFK chain to Ethereum, and then they're like, oh, I really like Synapse, and so they were bridging Ethereum and USDT or USDC and Synapse straight to Clayton, and like you still can't really use that. So
okay,
it is complicated.
Yeah. So other options are you can bridge in Avalanche from the Avalanche chain, and you can also bridge in Avalanche from the DFK chain, and that works great. So you're better off buying the Avalanche if you already have it on the DFK chain. You buy the Avalanche, bridge over the Avalanche, and then do whatever you want with the Avalanche. That works, but you can't sell the Avalanche for like Bitcoin or Ethereum. You got to first sell that into Jewel, and then buy whatever you want to buy if that's what you're doing. I don't think the Ethereum is live yet from the DFK chain, but Ethereum might be live from Avalanche Ethereum into. I'm not sure about that though.
I think it's the O ETH. You have to have the Orbit Chain ETH.
Yeah,
that's where all the liquidity is right now, I think.
Yeah. Samich is right. Everything needs to be O, whatever the token is.
Yeah, Vibes. What Vibes is saying, like, unless you're like worried about tracking long-term capital gains and like keeping tacking periods and whatnot, the most simple way for like the people that aren't super deep in all this bridging and wallets and different networks is send it to KuCoin in an un-KYC'd account, buy Clay, withdraw Clay to a MetaMask or Kaikis wallet, and then from there transact with Clay. That was my advice to my friends after they were all just like, oh, my ETH is bridging over, but it's not there, or my USDT is over there, but it's not OUSDT, and there's no way to switch it to OUSDT. Like, so that's the simplest way I've seen. But each one of those is a taxable transaction. So.
Earlier, Clayton was way good to buy it on the DFK chain and bridge the Clayton token over. That also works. But now I mentioned that on Rock's stream, and as soon as I mentioned it, seemed like as soon as I mentioned it, all of a sudden Clay also became more expensive on the DFK chain. And I think that's still the case, but it's like less than a half penny, I think. So you're still better off doing that than like Jewel, but the ARB bots are going to be kicking in and keeping it more pegged probably soon, if it's not already, I'm guessing. But finding the pathway has been interesting. But yes, KuCoin is always a good option too. But unfortunately, you can't send the USDT. I can't find the announcement where you guys were talking about the Orbit chain. Like, where is that? Huh.
I didn't see that one either. Easiest way to bridge is Orbit Bridge from Binance. You can use BeltFi. The bridge is on the bottom.
Okay, and it's bridge. It's HTTPS. Semicolon / bridge.orbitchain.io. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Sasha's announcement on December 6th.
Yeah, I just found it. Okay.
I love that you remember the
Probably
day.
definitely covered in one of Samichpunch AMA write-ups.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I bet. Okay.
So go ahead
we
and
got the
follow him
truth on the
Twitter.
line.
I actually don't think that one was covered. I don't think that was covered in an AMA. But
Oh, did I catch you slacking?
No. I'm not slacking. I just don't think they talked about it in the AMA.
Okay, all right. My fault. I'm putting words in his mouth. Disregard what I said. But you can find that information in Samichpunch's write-ups, and if there's like an announcement or a release like Sarandel even does a little extra, it's really nice on the eyes sometimes,
Yeah. I always appreciate that advice too, Samich, that you give, and sometimes you clarify the AMAs even better than what they say on the Discord chat. So it's good to know. Also, Grady, I appreciate you looking into things and going like, it's a half penny here if you do this and a half penny there, and I always get excited about that. And I'm like, so I'm going to save like $2.
Unless you like sending over $5,000 worth, or something.
Yeah.
And a penny per jewel that adds up. Or a penny and a half even. Yeah.
All right, what are we getting for these eggs here?
Turds so far. I'm not even mentioning them. I don't
All right,
want to
Mythic
admit that they're
vibes,
mine.
Let's go. Your luck's
got
about to change.
Armored turtle and a axolotl. Not silly. If you guys watched my video where I toured Wisdom the other day, I had asked Workhorse what his favorite pet was, and he said he wants to start a DAO for silly axolotl, and he's just going to use that for delivering alpha, which hasn't been approved yet, so that's tentative, but I thought that was kind of cool. It puts silly axolotl higher on the map for me.
Yeah, for sure. That's alpha. I consider that alpha. Good job.
He was on the silly axolotl bandwagon way back when he was the pervy sage. He changed his profile pic back then.
Yeah, for real.
I'm never gonna forget the pervy sage. I know where.
Wait until I interview him. It's coming. Oh, we're gonna cut that part of it, baby. I love it.
Wolf pop, huh?
Yeah, I don't even want to see it. Yes, I do. I'm not gonna lie.
3 wolves. Starbuck will sell that to you for 40 Jade right now. 40 Jade.
It's got the Hayward background.
More than Hayward's background. 42 Jade.
42 Jade. 42. You heard it here. He'll sell it to you.
When you're done popping eggs, I got a summons ready too.
Yeah, and I accidentally look at this bottom one. What such a waste!
Dude, I did a 7-day
by
one
mistake.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question since we were talking Wisdom Labs. You guys getting PvP heroes ready? At least 3 of them, like a squad? Or are you guys just working on duels, forgetting about PvP?
Are you talking about like skills?
I'm talking about Kristian, Samich, all of you guys. What are you guys doing? Are you guys building these PvP monsters with advanced plus ability stats?
Yeah, what are your top 3 right now?
Like what are we doing? What are you guys doing?
So,
are you preparing for that?
Not to put you on the spot.
I am putting you on the spot. That's the question. Yeah.
I haven't really given much regard to like the active and passive skills. But I have been trying to optimize like a fight club lineup, and then I have also been trying to optimize a duels lineup. So I use DFK Helper, and I see some of these guys that have these like total Chad lineups, and they are winning 90% of their war matches, and I mean probably millions of tickets, right? And so they're going in super deep on like the greater stones, the greater attunement crystals, and that's like actually profitable for them. Like they have such great odds at winning, and they're winning most of those. So I'm trying to make a much more competitive duels lineup. especially with DFK Helper, it makes it so easy. I definitely wouldn't do that if I wasn't using DFK Helper.
It's cool. You can get the raffle tickets from DFK Fight Club now too. So
Yep.
that's pretty dope. I love DFK Fight Club. I just need to do more to be better because I stumbled into the #1 seed in the Baby Cup and failed in the first round hard, dude. Toon Fed tuned me up, bro. It was embarrassing for Mythic Squad. Sorry to the rest of the team. And I promise I'll do better next time because I fell into that #1 seed and I got cocky, boys.
Yeah,
I'm in the light. What is it? The light heavyweight, or I guess they're calling it the Well Cup. And I played Delay first.
Is he pretty good?
He was sniping like every single one of my skills. He interrupted me probably 80% of my.
Yeah, that was an interrupt fest.
Were you streaming it? Was he stream sniping you? And
no stream. Just so like my lineup is I have this knight with 1050 HP, and
What?
yeah, it's absurd. And then I have 2 monks, and then so I get up to 3 meter, and I put the 2 monks on the front line, and essentially just make them choose it, like, you know, which one are you going to interrupt? And,
what subclasses are you rocking on those?
One is a warrior and one's a thief. It's not great. If it were
warriors are nice subclasses. They're
the
not
cleave
bad
is
at all.
good. I was hoping to get
cleave.
like monks on both of them, so I could choose between Kai Blast or the whatever.
I
the other
used
one
an
is.
archer, and it was nice to have aim shot twice. So
Damn.
Interesting.
Fun stuff.
all right.
I'm gonna pop a summons real quick, guys.
Yeah, what do you got
Christian,
for
are you in Fight
PvP?
Club?
No, I haven't been playing Fight Club because I know if I got involved with it, I've got like OCD. I would just spend all day, all night, just like trying to
Perfect.
figure out which combo to put together. So it looks awesome, though. I love watching everybody play, and you know, it always comes down to like the last, you know, whatever it's going to be, the last guy, the last hit point. So it's always fun to watch the Fight Club matches. But yeah, I'm waiting more on the PvP. So I'm going to be excited to go out to Wisdom and hang out, and whenever they have the alpha testing, I'm like, okay, Ian, I'm all in. You know, it's gonna be that's what I'm waiting for.
For sure. Send me out to Minnesota. I'll come play the game.
Don't go right now. I'll warn you right now. Just balls ass cold.
And they came in on their day
Oh
off.
my
They were
God.
like Mythic Squad in the house. Yeah, that was pretty sweet of them.
Hey, don't lie, sir.
That
How
mall
late were you
is
to your
so
meeting?
huge. I had to run from Wahlburger because like I didn't get the message like right then and there, all the way to the opposite side of Mall of America. So I get there and I'm like huffing and puffing, like, "Hey guys, let me in."
They said you were pretty dapper, though. They said you dressed well.
I was
so.
working. I was working.
Can't
I was
believe
He
they
always
thought you were the
dresses well.
Beeve, or Bolon thought it was the Beeve.
Yeah, Bolo was
Bolon
like,
thought I was the beef.
No, he
Thanks,
was just-
Bolon.
he was just being
Thanks,
goofy.
Bolon.
He did disappear
Yeah.
for a moment off the stream and then come back slightly more motivated to look straight into his keyboard. So,
Okay, you guys,
but
can you guys see my screen? Starbuck,
Yeah,
you told me to
I
tell
see
you
it.
what I was sharing.
Yeah, it's up. You're up.
I'm gonna pop this real quick. It's for a Transcendent Paladin.
you know,
It's this one.
Trend Pally.
I definitely need to have a conversation with Synapse. It's
Uh-oh.
like, geez.
Umar sent me a
Not-
picture of Hooters, no booty.
oh, that was hilarious.
Hooters. It was I said a joke after it. I don't remember what it was, but it was funny
Yeah.
too.
So
Something about like this girl's got no booty. There's only 7 planets in the solar system now because somebody
You
destroyed
gotta
Uranus.
read it. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, transcendent vibes, man.
Yeah, trans vibes.
All right,
Tranny.
I'm going way more DJ than this.
Oh, dude, did I
all
do
or
that
nothing
twice? I
with
might
me.
have done that twice. One will fail. I don't know how that happened.
Chaos.
Chaos Stone. Wow.
Yeah,
Going
regular.
round
Using
one.
a chaos stone?
Yeah, thank you, Tad Fex or Apex or whatever you want to call it.
Tad,
I wonder if
dude.
he get-
Tad's
dude,
a
Dude,
boss.
he sounds like he sounds like
Tad
he
is
has
a boss,
votes.
dude. He's dope.
Tad's in the
Yeah, Tad is
he's in
boss.
DFK Helper, and that guy's winning If you
All
want
the
to know
time.
who's winning all the raffles, it's him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
right?
he
He
comes
comes and
into our
lets us know.
Discord,
Make us
and
fun.
because I ask him to let me know how it's going every week, and he's like clockwork, man. It's awesome.
Okay, so that was just a.
He's very calculated about it too. It's not just like.
No, he's
Oh,
very
yeah.
smart.
It's really interesting to watch him because it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm just like casually doing duels and like he's like calculating, okay, this is how much money I spent on crystal to get this many tickets. This was my chance to get this many greater attunement crystals, and like he gets it or doesn't, and over the course of the week he like gets his profit.
Yeah, he does a full risk assessment before he does anything. That dude is in depth with how he makes his decisions for sure.
Oh yeah, I imagine like a Sherlock Holmes like style den with a bunch of thread and yarn going everywhere.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, so Sandwich or Christian, do you guys know if you do bridge over USDT to Clayton, but it's not the OUSDT, do you know what solutions there are other than just sending it back to Ethereum? Are there any?
I couldn't find one. I spent like 45 minutes at
You
like 2
did.
a.m. the other night. So
Oh.
I thought that like I could use Swap Scanner or one of the other DEX aggregators, because theoretically,
Right.
if there's like the W or the wrapped USDT that you have now in some liquidity pool,
Right.
there should be a way to trade it for OUSDT. Maybe there's a little bit of slippage, but like I just did not see it at all. So
Yeah. And
I just
I
don't
don't
think people
see
use
any
it.
option to even do anything with it other than to send it back, which it was just fine sending it in. It was almost 1-to-1. But sending it back, I'm losing a good little chunk of change.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's like, what the hell? And then what drives me nuts also about multi-chain and Synapse, it's like I want to see what options I have. So I want to see if there's an option on the Binance Smart Chain, but you click Binance Smart Chain, there's no option. So it immediately like
Oh,
switches
here he goes.
chains around, and it's like devs.
Did you get the You got the
Oh,
you got a
what
Gen
the
Zero. What the fuck? Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
that looks like a Gen Zero.
I would take a
common
common Gen Zero for sure.
So would I. How you feeling, Grady, after that trip? Tip top?
I've been sick all week. I was sick today, but you know what? Maybe
Show
I'm starting to feel
descendants.
better. Every time I think I'm starting to feel better, I get sick again. Like last night, was it last night? Yeah, last night was right after I wrapped up with
mythic, though.
Hubert. I did that video with
That's-
Hubert,
Never mind.
and then I was just dying.
Advanced warrior.
You sounded good with Hubert. I couldn't even tell if you were
Sorry,
still
is it
sick or not.
smoky in the background?
Dude, it was awesome.
Oh man, totally rugged. That's okay.
What'd you get?
Oh damn.
A common warrior with just advanced, and I was going for a transcendent.
Oh,
Were any of you guys around when the transcendent, like that first came out, and nobody knew that the bug that the transcendent, those Gen 1 through 19, that they had bugged passives? Because
recessive.
I was like scouring. This was like early days, probably December last year. Like scouring, like Bloater Punch and I were looking at, he was like pulling everything, querying everything off. He had a database, and we were trying to find heroes with Transcendent because it was like a very new thing, and buying them and flipping them. And then once they found out, and we didn't know it was like bugged, but you could like buy a hero for 50 and flip it for like 450 jewel, because people are like, oh my gosh, it has Transcendent.
Yeah, I didn't get into the flipping per se. I did though get in on that hype and tried to mutate those to like elite class and Dread Knight and spent a bunch of jewel doing that, like dummy.
I did it a few times too. I still have a ninja just to remind me, do your own research a little bit more, because they had said something about it, but I love how much more transparent and clear they're being. They even mark these cards that are affected now on the hero
I
bot.
haven't seen one.
on the hero bot. You don't.
Oh, on
It's
the
not a
hero
physical
bot.
market.
Yeah.
But so and you should check. So you just need to educate yourself a little bit and check. And that's what we try to do at Mythic Squad, is help people figure this kind of shit out. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah, that's bad news though. I feel like a dick telling.
I
people.
got burned. I bought one and summons like 3 times before there was like super clarity on it. You know
I
what
did
mean?
like 15 summons with them, but I made my money back. I didn't try to like make a whole bunch of money off of it. I just was trying to break even or come close to it. It was a lesson learned. And anyways, it helped me learn how to mutate additionally.
And back in the day,
just
you were
practice.
word
Yeah.
on the street was you were going to get like a greater atonement stone for it or whatever,
Crystal,
and
yeah.
a crystal, yeah, and then
Ooh.
everybody got like 1 million of them. So they're
If
not
there's a
special
greater
anymore.
atonement stone, I would want that so hard. Make me one, Hubert, if
Yeah,
you're
sorry.
watching. Please.
Yeah. All right. Should I do?
You gonna do your degen summon? I got a super degen summon that we could do right before his.
Yeah,
crystal.
you do it. You do it first.
No.
You want
It's
me
your
to do
turn.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it, bro.
Nah.
All right. Present.
Samich, you guys didn't really say if you guys were gonna go hard on this summoning event. Are you focusing on
I think 2
all
weeks.
options to win Gen 0? Are you guys buying a bunch of bloaters too? Like, what are you doing?
So I am biased towards it. I'm a huge fan of it because that's how I won my last one.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I'm not summoning it 42-cent Jade.
So you're a wait and see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah, I'll wait. I think it'll.
mean,
I don't know. Well, I don't feel like it'll drop during the summoning event. That's the problem, and I want to have at least a couple in there.
Well, we
Yeah.
have until January 7th.
Well-
People might things might slow down. Christmas is coming up.
And if you
I think-
re-rolled your Gen Zeros and you're paying like 8 Jade, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
So how do you guys do that? So I don't what I did in the Crystalville one is I just I buy floor Gen 1s, 10 out of 10. I just go for matching pairs and I summon them down to 5 out of 10, dump them, sell them. Any 5 out of
buy
5
'em.
advanced, I sell them, and I just rinse, repeat, and just try to chug through as many summons as I can.
Yeah, I wish I would have focused a little bit more on that. I did have quite a bit. Not quite a bit. I had a handful or two of Gen 1 10 of 10s that I used too, but I was so impatient that I was doing much more expensive rentals during the time. I could have had more raffles.
Addicted to the mutation, just at
more
all costs
disciplined on
sometimes.
the
Yeah.
summons I was doing. But yeah, that's a good strategy, and I saw others that did well in the Gen 0 department do the same thing. So that's a good method for sure.
All right. So yeah, I'm smashing a common ninja transcendent passive 2 with a dragoon. And I'm going for a dragoon with the transcendent, but we also got good odds for a couple advanced stats, mosh odds for another one, right? So, but what put it over the top for me, and it's got to be the chance at draconic wings, because who doesn't like a little bat wing? You feel me?
I hope this works out.
So hey, if it doesn't, for the content, man, you know what I mean? So super degen hard to finish it.
Advanced class
Oh, and this
transcendent with
dark
0
summon.
summons still sell for 1,500 crystal to certain buyers. All day.
Yeah, well, if it
Yeah.
drops down to like 7-cent crystal, maybe it would have got bought. But for the
This
content,
is
we're just
super
gonna
DJ.
we're gonna do it. So,
All right, do
You
it.
got to highlight Sarge's comment here.
Exactly. I love that one.
Nasty.
What-
Look at that.
what do you say?
Right there on the screen.
Haha.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking, bro. Go ahead. And
Oh
say it.
yeah. No, seriously. $22 sandwich would be like, there's no way that 42 cents is my line of demarcation of being a degen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real, man.
Getting
That was
getting
it.
getting taken in like UST and all these other things. I'm a changed man.
I'll take Mythic Vibes. Mythic Vibes sound effect, please. Mythic Vibes
Vibes.
sound effect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mythic vibes. There you go.
There it is, baby.
One more time for the one time.
There it is.
I got plans for my Berserker
Already in the
Transcendent
bag.
too with advanced active 1 and 2.
I hope it's a goon for you.
Stay tuned. Yeah, me too.
Can you imagine if Crystal Veil came out at parity with the Serendale 1.0 and people were summoning for whatever 46 crystal? $46 crystal? Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm glad I sold my crystal that was airdropped to me, like right in that.
That
range.
was
And I was like,
wild.
this
That
is not
was-
gonna last.
No.
That
Yeah.
was so wild. Getting airdrop. Like if you had a Dragoon that survived or a Sage, just the crystal you got
Yeah,
from
the
that
5.
was
Yep.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that was crazy.
For sure. Yeah, it was. I wish my luck was better with the perilous journey, but
For
I did get
some
a couple
reason
bucks.
it failed. It's like, don't
Beef,
do it. The universe is saying, stop, Beef. Don't.
And when I talk with my buddies, we always have lots of regrets, obviously. But one of
Oh, yeah.
like if I could change one like play in DeFi Kingdoms, it would have been liquidate everything I have, buy Dragoons, Sages, Dread Knights, and send every single one of them on the perilous journey and
that
just
would've been-
cash that airdrop.
I don't know why it's failing. I'm gonna
Just
refresh.
refresh it. I don't know. It was being finicky or
So
Sorry, I had it all queued up. What the fuck?
It's all good.
I'm trying to make sense. Why the heck would Synapse even have offer this bridge capability for USDT on Clayton? Doesn't make sense. Like, why would they do this?
How much is it? How
So-
much are
so-
you losing going back?
I'm losing on the transfer about 30, about right at about $30.
But so this
Transferring
on-
back from Clayton, because all I can do, you send USDT to Clayton, it can do nothing anywhere.
Man, I'm too frugal. I don't like wasting money. That's why it's hard for me to summon even during the events if I don't have it like absolutely planned for like a great pair.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't feel like I would summon anyways. I like leveling my heroes up because I want to do summons at like level 20, level 25. And I don't feel like I'll ever get to it if I use all my best summons now.
All right, let's try this again. See if this works.
That's exactly how I feel too, Starbuck. I don't summon them because I figure if I got a nice hero that's got 5 summons left, an advanced or an elite with 3, I'm gonna wait until they're level 25 or 30.
Yes,
I like the long play.
It makes sense. I was just saying too. I feel like I won't ever see my heroes get to level 50. Didn't Hubert say that the cap right now is level 20?
It is.
Yeah, but he
And
did
he said
mention
it's gonna
that it
stay
would.
there until combat. Isn't that interesting?
So first
Yeah.
quarter.
There it goes. The body's dropping.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you just
Transcendent goon vibes. Go
earned
ahead.
a
Hit me with the
transcendent
mythic vibes again. Let's do this.
mythic vibes.
And hold the throw up for a
I can't
minute.
believe you.
Oh, man. We need some karate out here, Grady.
Sometimes you got
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
Can't say Beeb doesn't try to get the viewers. You know what I mean?
Dude.
So I have to make our beats because all of our first videos got flagged by Russia. Thanks, Russia.
Yeah.
I don't want to get on my
You
Russia.
say it over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
You
Let's
got
say it
sanctioned
one
by
more time.
Russia?
Yeah, you see,
They
they
got
hate
blocked on YouTube by
Wow.
Seriously.
always-
Squad fans.
Russia's always Putin problems for me. That's stupid.
What'd you get?
Eyeballs. I got
Eyeballs
eyeballs.
again? Darn it, man. You gotta
Damn,
go the old fashioned way.
Gen
you got
Zero,
it.
good.
It looks like the word "it."
It does look like the word it. You're right.
Maybe that means you got a transcendent. If you
Triple
get a
sevens, it's
transcendent named
lucky.
Bruce,
It's lucky. Let's see what it's a dragoon.
Ooh.
yeah,
Roberts now.
Oh wait, is that?
Uncommon.
is that yours?
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's it. That's
That's it.
it.
That's
Huh?
it.
Common dragoon,
Nice.
All right, let's
If
go
it's
here.
transcendent, baby.
No, full on
There you
run.
No.
Stats
No,
unknown. You got an advanced 3 stats
no,
unknown. You know I'm high on
He
those.
got his
No.
stats unknown
Yeah.
advanced.
It's
I'm
mining, and archer subclass.
I'm
It'll be a
okay
Yeah,
with
good
it.
jobber.
yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
we'll make more transcendence. We'll do more shit like this. Just tune
I
into
think
Mythic Squad.
so. In our first stream, Grady, I had mentioned that like there's heroes that I level up specifically to be jobbers for life, and then there's heroes that
Yep.
I level up strictly for PvP. I don't have the same strategy for them. And now hearing what he said on your stream, it kind of like reinforced that for me that it wasn't the wrong move from the jump. You know, some things aren't always going to be intuitive, but some things just make sense, and simplifying isn't always a bad strategy.
Yeah, I also think the first mover advantage is going to be gigantic. So if you've got heroes that are approaching level 15 plus, whether or not they're common or anything, they're gonna. It's just like that in Fight Club now. So,
Yeah.
or duels or whatever. If you've got heroes that have been leveled up ahead of the game, they're gonna have more stats, be more powerful. Yeah, there is so many questions, by the way, I wanted to ask Hubert that I didn't get to. I'm just a time warp. It's crazy. And
it goes fast, you know. Even this stream, I was like, this one will only be an hour watch, and we're at like 56 minutes
We're
already.
close to
yeah. And one specific thing with Hubert that was interesting is that he told me ahead of time, like we went over the questions ahead of time, like back and forth 3 or 4 times. Like he did not want to be surprised by a question, because he said he's like an internal, he likes to internalize it, and he won't think quick on his feet.
Yeah.
And so that was something I had to be careful of just like, because you think of stuff or just something comes up, and I did a couple times. He did awesome, but
of course you did.
Like we talked for 5 hours one night.
Wow, that's romantic.
Until about 5 a.m.
I just picture you at the tip of your bed, like feet dangling in the air.
And believe me, he is like, when I say most interesting man alive, we haven't even scratched the surface.
Right on.
The whole Japan.
Teaching English in Japan.
You should have Rock move in. You should move in Rock's house in Texas with him, right? And he could document behind the scenes Grady while Grady does his shit 24/7. It would be
well.
I saw
wait till you get him going about, like, he didn't want to hit it too hard, but he basically would say he reached enlightenment when that happened when he was in Japan, and that whole thing gets real interesting. Like, I can't wait to do. We're gonna do more videos and unpack that some more.
Yeah, I got mad respect for that. And like I don't really hear about people that have reached enlightenment that are atheists, but that's unique. Unique.
That's interesting.
Bryce,
yeah.
Bryce Goose says buy Jade right now. That the RSI is at 30, and it's tightly correlated with the RSI. So
somebody check it. Somebody check it.
Well, I would. Okay, so last call, last question. Is there any other damn thing I can do with my USDT on Clayton other than just to send it back to Ethereum and lose $30?
I mean, it's 30 on, like, is that
so?
Like what is that relative? Like percentage of?
I had $2,000, and now it's going to be $1,967.
Do it.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I'd just get it off of there.
Get it off as fast as you can, because there's a whole bunch of people contemplating the same thing, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got it.
Is it a flat fee though? Like if you send like 1,000, is it same $30? Because it might, because there's fees, and then there's
like slippage, like lack of liquidity.
Because then they have liquidity pools with their their end tokens or whatever, and that means that people have gotten that USDT on there some other way, and they're using that like synapse on the way out, which causes because normally, like, if everyone that's on there like uses synapse and then also gets off on synapse, it shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
But you start to get slippage, like with the Horizon hack, when you got all these other tokens that came in through some other bridge, and then they go, aka the Horizon bridge, and then they go out through Synapse.
Right. Huh. Yeah, we need to figure out more dexes and stuff within Clayton because it's South Korean. We don't deal with that as much. I was thinking that earlier, figuring out. So KuCoin, you mentioned it earlier too. Something we will always be able to do if you have a KuCoin account is sell into Clayton and send a KuCoin. That's always an option.
Yeah.
Some of my buddies, I was explaining this yesterday, like there's almost like no reason not to have, and I like don't store stuff on KuCoin, but it's you can transfer in as much as you want and then transfer out up to 1 Bitcoin worth of like tokens per day and no KYC.
Right.
So,
Okay.
100% Samich. I always, whenever there's a coin I need that's not on anything else, I send it in, get the KuCoin, get it off.
It's almost always on KuCoin. Yeah, it's great.
I have takeaways from our stream today. Thanks for joining, guys.
I think one of the things too that nobody's really talking about is Clayton's going to benefit hugely from having DFK there. So the Clay token, I think, is going to also too be in a really good position. Obviously, it's a bear market, so nothing's going to clump too much. But Clay's going to show some huge increases in number of transactions over the next couple of months, and it's only going to do wonders for their whole ecosystem. Plus, they're backed by the biggest pay service in all of South Korea. So the Clay token's poised to do some pretty good things here, I think, too, over the next couple of months.
Interesting take. I love it. All right. Because everyone went into that pool the hardest. Like that one is pretty much the pool, the Jewel Clay token pool. That one's, I mean, it's still like 1,500 APR, but that's by far the one that people went into the quickest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you gonna open this Gen Zero there, Starbuck?
Oh,
I thought you guys were doing one more summons.
I have one. I just gotta load it up.
Mosh, do it. You know, somebody's got to hit.
We saved the best for last. Is yours better than a Gen Zero?
It could be. No, I don't know. It could be a double elite transcendent dragoon.
I didn't even get the
could be
draconian.
what the beast.
Hey,
man.
do it. You do it. I love it. Double elite transcendent dragoon. I will.
With an
I
advanced
won't
stat.
trade you my Gen Zero, but I would want it.
We're going. I didn't see too many mythics Gen Zeros pop. honestly.
Bolon just commented on my Twitter post, Grady. It says Grady for Secretary of DFK Defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'll tell you what.
Let's talk about it.
I guess we had people bitching in there today. I couldn't find it, but it was so blown up. I think people were bitching after Jewel dumped and, you know.
Climbing past
Of
20.
course, people are always going to bitch about something. That's what I've been saying all year is the perfect plan only pleases a percentage. So there's always going to be people that bitch no matter what. You just got to love it. And people that bitch a lot, they end up phasing themselves out and they disappear. They promote themselves into watcher. Like that one dude who is always giving shit about his, what is that thing called? His Gen Zero Seer, which was dope card, but nobody wanted to pay him what he wanted for it.
That's
he
that's,
kept
I know who you're talking about. I don't want to call him.
I won't even say his name. No free advertisement on
Mosh,
the
chill. Mosh, chill.
Yeah.
And I remember Samichpunch, you had a long Twitter conversation with him.
Yeah.
I think we all did.
Yeah, no free
he's-
advertising for him
He's
here.
interesting, right? Like
He is interesting.
because he was super like bullish, and he's like, "I'm doing a raffle," and he had DM'd me and was like, "You want to like,
Right.
can we help collab on this?"
Yeah,
Like,
Same. I was like, I'll help you.
And then,
I
and then
think
it
he
went
was just
straight to
trying
like
to get out.
total FUD, and I think he has got. There's I don't know if you've noticed, but there's another account that likes everything he posts.
Mosh,
Oh, he's
call
got
him
like
out.
3 or 4 of them.
They like
I-
cross tag each other, and I suspect they're just the same person.
Yeah, they are.
Mosh called him
I
out.
send. Yeah, I send to him just split.
Sent them glass memes and
Yes,
shit.
every time they start commenting on each other's comments.
Split.
Yeah, well, like I said, can't please everybody.
No, but
Yeah,
you know,
and
to each their own. He has a story, and I'm sure
I-
he feels strongly about it. I don't have any ill will towards him. I just don't like how he and others or whoever does it like uneducatedly. You know what I mean? Just
Well-
shoots FUD all over the place.
And people live
Something
in such
happened.
a low
get hurt.
vibration energy. It's
Boom,
like
there you
Well,
go.
that's what sells, man.
That's fine.
That's where you're gonna
Yeah.
get your views.
yeah, which is
Yeah,
weird.
Drama.
Dex doesn't
I mean, you're not going to get views from the right people. You're going to get birds of a feather flock together. Okay, you'll get views from a bunch of low vibration energy people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's death. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
You're gonna attract what you put out.
Yeah. Anyways, but they're building. DFK's building, and I think that more people are coming in the bear, and it's a fun time. If you were coming into DeFi Kingdoms for the first time, like the bear is like the safest time to do that. You know what I mean? Unless you like super ape in, but
Could
to
you
go play around
imagine?
and like figure out the game and just kind of get into it and see if it's something you like, it's like the perfect time to do it now.
Could you imagine if we always had the squad that went to Miami at all of their
I think we
DF
can add to
Central
it too.
events?
I think we
How
can
many
add to
more
Copy
people
everyone.
would just be feeling it? Like there are people walking away, like as I'm trying to walk away, like because I want to go see something. They're like, "Can you tell me more about DeFi Kingdoms?" I'm like, "If you
Yeah,
could
it
walk
didn't
faster,
stop.
ma'am."
It was keep up, keep up.
Yeah,
For
come
real.
on.
It was a good
Hop on my
time.
back.
Plus,
We're
Miami's not a
going. We're
bad
going to the kingdom.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
All right, Mosh, you ready or no?
Yeah,
What?
it's really
what
the Dex
one
is
quick
tweaking out.
question: Mosh and Beeve, are you guys brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
They're
the Dex.
identical twins, equally
Yeah,
ugly.
he's-
Split an egg.
Okay, I was
5
like,
minutes
I'm
older
either
than me.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, no.
sorry.
It's the same camera, man. Just a
You're not
different
seeing
angle.
double.
Uncle Dad to his kids. That's what they called me.
Yeah,
What'd you say? What'd they call you?
Uncle Dad. They call me Uncle Dad.
yeah. My girls.
That's a Kansas
Mama.
thing, I think.
No, it's a cute thing. Don't
You
make
know,
it not a cute
Oh,
thing.
Starbucks
Uncle
been a
Dad. I
referee
got
for
you. That's
Yeah.
funny.
25 years.
I didn't know you're talking about his girls.
Yeah.
That's still not appropriate.
It's
Still
cute.
not
It's
appropriate,
cute as
Starbucks.
AF, dude. Seriously.
All right, am I gonna do this? I guess I will. Hold on, I'll load it up and then.
So what, Mosh?
Yeah.
You're summoning something right now, and then Starbuck, when are
Yeah,
you doing your
so-
Gen Zero?
Yeah,
As soon
we're
as
gonna
they
do it
get
right
their
after. We're gonna do them back.
summons done. I think
Sweet.
Beef has
Hey.
one too.
Also,
this getting
guys,
late?
everybody we invited on today, rule number 1 is if you come on a stream with us, have at least one DGen summons to pull
That's
off.
not
okay?
true. We don't
No,
have
it's
that
going
rule.
to be a rule. We're going to talk about it right
We
after
don't
this
have that
stream
rule.
and make it a rule. So next time, all right. Look at
I don't even want to summon on all of ours. So
Sandwich
no.
is seeing if he's got one. I think. Look at him.
I was looking for
check
some
the
dark
gens.
summons.
There we go. Burn them. Let the
I
bodies.
love it. Aaron Price.
Was it you guys that were
he-
googling
he
what
kicked
happens
my
when a
ass
body
in the
hits lava?
tournament, man.
It wasn't me.
Somebody.
AP.
AP
There was some
baby.
stream I was
AP
watching.
AP beats me. I every time I get in one of these tournaments, like second round, it's a yellow freaking name, you know. Somebody that smokes everybody. AP was like
I'll
just
tell you
playing
what.
and toying with me. I think.
And Eric's here, who's also, I think, was in the chat earlier. Eric's here. He had an epic freaking win against me. And we still got to finish our side.
Yeah, you have a
But-
hero to level up, right?
I did. I got him leveled up right as we started the stream, baby. Yeah.
I don't know if that's entirely fair.
Hey, he's only level 12.
Man, I was supposed to. I've never missed a fight club. This is my first one I missed. I got 2 funerals to go to in the
Oh,
family
yeah.
that are on the opposite sides of the country. One in Big Bear, California, and one in South Carolina. Like one's my wife's aunt passed away from leukemia on Thanksgiving, and then my uncle passed away on Thanksgiving from he just didn't wake up. So, and he wasn't that old either, but that messed up that threw a wrench into my plans for club at least.
Man.
Well, next time.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Life is more important. Family's more important for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I know they
Yeah.
understand.
So I've got a wild story. I didn't know when I was going to tell it, but I'll tell you guys kind of funky. So last year I took so I've had like a really unique upbringing. Like I grew up 100% Filipino, like at least that's what I thought I was. And then last year in 2021, my wife got me one of those at-home DNA test, you know?
Yeah.
this is
And it
wild,
showed that, and it showed that I was like 51% English. So I was like, hold up, that doesn't make sense.
we knew it.
And then so I took another DNA test because, you know, I'm in my profession, we trust but verify. So I took another one, same result, said 51% English. And I was like, hey, Mom, what's up with this? And I'm not like in speaking terms with them. So it's like we have like a estranged relationship. And she's like lying about it this whole time, about this whole story. And Mosh and Beeves, they're like my brothers. I've known them since I was literally a child.
Wow.
Yeah, not until like I've known them since before they were
Family.
24 and started puberty. So
before I could grow this beard, for sure.
yeah, butt
Yeah.
beards only.
Long story short,
So long story short, I take this DNA test and it turns out that I've got like this unique history like in my DNA that I didn't know about. And my what's it called? My dad was actually I'll go way back. So my ancestors came from England in the 1600s and they specialized in whaling, which is why I'm Starbuck. So I meet my dad and like I take this DNA test, and in my job is like I hunt people down. Like I'm a finder of people. And it took me 8 days. I was gonna make it like a life mission to find my pops. And like in 8 days, I'm able to find somebody who's not on the internet, who has no digital footprint. And he looks just like me. Like it's insane how much he looks just like me.
Really?
And he verifies. He's like,
English
yeah.
doppelganger. Like,
Didn't even question it. He's like, yeah, you're my son. And
this is
like,
just the beginning. He got more family from this too.
He's got a brother that looks just like him that's 2 years younger too. So he got sisters, brothers, mom and dad, like a whole new family at age 38. It was wild.
No,
their names rhyme too.
Yeah, and my brother's name is Dustin, and my real first name is Justin, which is like,
awesome.
like, what are the odds of that? So then I find my dad, and like we meet. He like flies up to Washington to meet me for the first time, and he's just like, he's like, you know, I've got an instant connection. We literally hit it off right off the bat. And so my dad turns out to be a former linguistics professor at USC. And then he got into banking patents, which is something I'm very interested in. And that's where his profession is now. And he's sitting there with like tears in his eyes. And he's like, hey, would you ever consider having the last name of your ancestors? And would you consider having Starbuck? It would mean the world to me. So I changed my name from the family that I never knew. I mean, that like wasn't that the dad I wasn't really raised by, and to my dad's last name, which is Starbuck. So that's why I'm Starbuck.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Hit it off with the transcendent
origin story. Yeah, I hope you get a mythic tonight.
Wow.
What are you going
Starbuck,
for,
I am your father.
Yeah, you should do a documentary.
Pretty much.
There will be documentaries.
All right, let's set it off with a super degen summons, and then your birth into either Legionnaire Mythic or a Scholar Mythic on your gen.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, 2 dark summons.
So that Paladin to the left is Transcendent. That Dark Knight here is double Elite. None of them line up, so this is a pure G-Gen trying to get him.
He's outdoing me. I don't feel as stupid now. Carry on.
Well,
Carry on.
It's going to work out because this is Mosh pressing the button.
For real, though.
But so it has a chance also for hairstyle mutation, head up mutation, Paladin, Dark Knight Paladin, Archer Dragoon. I don't like the Archer in front of the Dragoon, but we're going for skills on this particular summons. Elite 2 and Active 1, Advanced 4 and Active 2, Elite 1 or Elite 2 and Passive 1, and Transcendent and Passive 2. For some reason, all that hits, it would be probably one of a kind. So let's see.
Awesome.
I'd put
You're
money
summoning
on
your Transcendent?
else.
It's one of my Transcendents.
Wow.
I'm gonna use it. Has a chance for Mythic Intelligence too. So we're using a regular Whetstone.
You know, in my wallet, I have one Whetstone by mistake because I thought it was a Wisdom Stone. and like I caught it right before I summoned and then didn't use it. Like, when am I going to use intelligence?
Going for a sage, baby.
Sage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Sage.
guess for a sage, I still like wisdom.
Maybe even a spellbow now. What is it? Intellect and Dex for a spellbow?
Let's
Like,
go,
would.
baby. Let's go.
this is a super degen move. I love it. Let's go. Make something crazy.
Yeah, it's
It
a
is.
great time to summon on Crystal Veil.
Look at Christian is sweating bullets over there. He's like,
You're
never.
making me sick.
Never.
I hate wasting heroes.
I know.
Oh, dude, okay.
Transcendent.
It could
We're
be a
the-
waste. It
You're
could
hanging out
not.
on the other side of town right now,
be a
Christian. This is how
sacrifice
we
for the
do
greater.
things over here, man.
I'm
I've done
literally
one dark
stressing out
summon.
watching this one.
Yeah, this one. This isn't in like the cool realm. This is stuff
Oh, yeah.
he does.
I know
like,
people that do
This
shit
is
like
serious degen stuff.
yeah, this is
Hey,
like the
these
big
guys
thing.
don't mess around.
Man, there's no messing around.
We do smart summons too.
I'd probably
just
have a
not-
lot more heroes if it wasn't
not
for
on
this dumb
stream.
summoning pit.
Not today.
I love
Right,
these
mythic
comments.
vibes, fam.
Yo, I hope it works out.
Well,
I'm
MetaMask doesn't
loving
want to let me
these
do it.
comments.
I'll trade you right now
Um,
for a brand new Dragoon I just got tonight, dude. I'll trade you right now. If you want to just make the trade right now.
I just pressed the button, so
The
can't.
Floor
undo it.
Dragoons have gone way up in value since the dark summoning, so that's the one good thing.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see if we can get some mustard to freaking mutate.
Let's go.
It's already in the bag.
Yeah.
Give me one more mythic.
Oh man, transcendent.
Wiggly.
I'm feeling some rarity to this, maybe, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully it's not a warrior Gen 0. Oh, it's an archer rug.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh man,
Does it
we'll
got a
see if
beard
it's
at least?
they
or
let you
no?
see this one.
Mm.
Archer though.
Oh, it's the one that looks like a book opened on her head. I don't like that hairstyle.
No, that's not the book.
Oh,
That's
that
the
isn't, you're right.
dude's hair. That's terrible. That's what.
Oh, total rug.
What
Oh
not to
my
do, folks? What not
goodness.
to do? Don't do this. at
Yeah,
home.
that's all right.
We're
You
trained.
win some, you lose some.
We're
Oh, that
trained in pain.
hurts to watch.
You know how to take pain. So,
Yeah, you win some, you lose.
Hey guys, I gotta jump off. Thank you so
No
much
worries,
for having
we're
me on.
getting-
My
Yeah,
wife's
thanks for
giving me
having
that. Her parents just came into town, so
Yeah, I've
No,
got
get there,
I've got
Thanks for
21
coming on.
messages from my wife. So as soon as
Oh,
we're
I'm getting
done
that.
cracking
Yeah.
this Gen 0, I got to see
Damn it.
what is going on.
Damage, real quick.
yeah, what's up?
I would love to have you on the channel anytime.
Let's do it.
And also, so I used this bridge.orbit chain,
Mhm.
and I sent the USDT from Ethereum. And then you have to put in the wallet address. You want it, the recipient address.
Yeah, it should
And
just be your same address.
Yeah, it could be the
Or
same.
if you want to go to a different wallet.
Yeah. Or you could send it to another, I'm guessing, right? So I did put in a different address, one of my other wallet addresses. It said it went through right away.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
So
that was like 15, 20 minutes ago.
Oh no.
Or 30
yeah,
minutes ago.
so I would sorry, I don't mean to detract from your guys' stream, but I ran into the same issue. It gives you a little transaction and you can track it on Orbit Chain Tracker.
I know.
And did it say it's completed?
It did. It said it's completed. It gave that to me, but I didn't save it. I don't think. I went real quick to look, and then it's gone, and I can't find it.
So you can just go to the Orbit Chain Block Explorer and just type in either the sending or the receiving address, and just type that into the search bar, and it'll show up. But mine took a while. Mine took like 15 minutes.
It did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Awesome.
do you guys even get to that? Okay. Later. You can
I'll,
go.
let me see if I can find that Block Explorer.
yeah,
and
thanks
I'll-
for
Explore.
joining, man.
Explore. I found it.
Beebs, if you got one, go for it.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Hey, thanks
you're
so much
good.
for having me on.
Thanks, Samich.
Christian,
Samich, have a great
Ron,
night.
Starbuck, Wiggly,
Love
Beeb,
you.
everybody. Thanks, guys.
All right.
So much.
Love you, brother.
Mythic vibes, baby.
all right.
All right. Are you gonna open that, Crystal?
You got to present it. Starbuck, present it.
I
We're
thought
not
you
sick.
were summoning, bud.
No.
No, he already did.
Oh, you did? What'd you get?
You got to drink
Yeah,
yours,
right,
dude. I'll
dude.
trade you for this crystal you're about to crack. You want to? You want to make a trade?
I'll pass, buddy.
Nah, it's got to be a mythic.
Vibes.
No
I've done the math.
sacrificing,
I've done the
bro.
math in my hands, and it seems like it could be a mythic. I haven't seen too many, so hopefully it's a mythic.
All right, let me switch my chain real quick. Ba ba bum bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Kristian holding tough for the Gen Zero. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, we got to get this mythic Legionnaire.
I
Hell
know,
yeah.
Legionnaire, baby. Mining.
Recessives across the board.
I feel like there's more Legionnaires than Scholars for some reason.
I've seen mostly Scholars.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen a
saw the
ton of
opposite.
Legionnaires.
Am I
For
in the
Gen
right
Zeros,
place?
I'm not talking
A
about
whole bunch of
just in
scholars.
general.
Where's
Yeah, hey, we should see if any of us has a Gen Zero that matches up. Well,
Make some mustard.
yeah.
Oh,
matches?
there it is.
I gotta give myself some music.
What do you guys think
Golden
of
Crystal.
what do you guys think of the new elite class?
Legionnaire.
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 It's got some punk rockish hair too, I think.
Purple.
I like it.
Oh, that's dope hair.
Yeah.
Sweet. What do we got?
Oh shit. That's what I
Did
got.
she just time travel? The time traveling
Time
Legionnaire.
Go to your
She's
hero.
like,
Peace
she's like, fuck this place.
Rare.
Rare Legionnaire.
Oh, it's a
What's the
Legionnaire,
subclass?
Legionnaire.
Legionnaire.
There
Okay.
you go.
Nice.
The
Prime
Legionnaire.
Bearer, Heartveer.
You got the side mohawk too.
Mining too. Let's go. I like it.
Mining. Legionnaire. All right.
Not
I'll
bad.
take it.
Not
Second best miner in the game.
Look at the look it up and see what the recessives are.
bad. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. Look up the. It's 2 and 9 zeros.
Masha's
Yeah.
itching.
I want to see.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see.
Get him, boy.
Yeah,
There we go. What was that?
to be
number?
honest, got a
733?
super nice
788.
scholar.
I think it's the Legionnaire.
That'd be cool for a spellbook. All right. Or no, bard. Sorry. Ooh, look at that crazy back app. What is that? Some spikes? You got the spikes?
Yeah.
I kinda
Spikes
like
and the
that.
side hawk. It's
So
totally
punk rock.
badass.
So punk
Dude,
rock,
that's
dude.
totally me. Legionnaire monk. Legionnaire.
Not bad.
subclass is pure.
Yeah, man, I'll take that.
Yeah, this is nice. Good job. You got the new back app. You got one of the new back
And the new
apps.
haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
All
Nice
right.
work.
Well, that's
Very
our
nice.
stream for the day.
Thank
That
you
was
guys for
beautiful,
coming.
man.
Hardver, Prime
Thank you,
Bara.
Christian. Thank you, Grady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
thank
love
you
you
guys
Shout out
for
to everyone in
joining.
the chat.
Appreciate
Appreciate
you
ya.
guys.
All you guys.
Appreciate you guys coming on.
What are Kristian Peter's other thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More from
Yeah.
him.
So
We got-
the big thing I think is still gonna it's Jewel, right? Jewel's the token that got the best tokenomics out of everything right so far.
Oh, yeah.
So, Clayton's gonna benefit from the Clayton, migration, and Jewel's gonna benefit big. But I think ultimately that the Crystal and Jade tokens will trade at parity. If that's going to be 20 cents or if that's going to be wherever they're going to be, that's where they're going to be. But in the long term, take as much Jewel as you can off the board right now because it's deflationary and it's only going to start getting better as they have power ups. I spoke to Mr. Zipper about it for a while in the chat, and power ups are going to be really cool. We're looking at doing really cool things with power ups too. C Jewel, S Jewel power ups, and I think that's going to be a big incentive for people to lock up their Jewel if they haven't already long term. So when there's very few Jewel trading, everybody wants those power ups. It's going to be a no brainer. I mean, Jewel's
Look out.
That's gonna be level quest too, right? When the power ups go live and stuff too, like same time frame or what?
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, there's going to be a lot of different things that come out in the next couple of months here, so it'll be fun to see what they actually start packing into the game. And I think the next thing on the board is the green egg hatching. I talked to Cinnamon Bun for a while in Miami, and he's excited about the green egg hatching, which should happen here probably in the next couple of weeks. And then yellow eggs are going to be shortly thereafter. So, those are going to be some big things. Level 10 quest should be around the same time frame. So.
Mosh is going to go hard on any of those pets. So,
after we reach parity, new features, man. So it's exciting. It's an exciting future. You're 100% right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. But
super
keep
stoked.
stacking that jewel. I mean, the great thing I talked to Grady about for a while was, Axie Infinity came out in 2017, didn't really launch until 2018, and
Mhm.
didn't hit its high until 2021.
That's
So,
right.
when
When
you look
combat-
at that extension, DFK launched in 2021. You've got 3 years of bear market pretty much, and then 2024, 25. There's no telling how high it can go.
I
So,
know.
And when it went,
keep going.
Actually, it just went.
Yeah. And
bonkers.
when Axie went, it was when combat came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
people
baby.
got excited.
Utility, baby.
Everything started picking up. The minting started picking up. Everything started picking up.
I'm
Yeah.
pumped.
Thank you all, and that was a lot of fun. Hopefully next time no rugs. So
Yeah.
For real.
Great to
For
see. Make
real.
sure everybody hits that like button. Subscribe to the channel.
thank you.
See you guys on the next
Appreciate
one.
Hyper, G Rhythm,
Vibes.
See you
You're
out.
always
all you
welcome
guys,
back.
Kumar, baby.
Kumar.
Love you
Kumar.
guys.
I'm still
We
at
miss
you
you
every
guys.
time, fool. Every time.
All right.
All right, baby.
Thanks, y'all. Good night.
Good night. Mythic Squad out.
Yes.
And Brian.